صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. So brothers, we were discussing the night before that what is it that Allah wants from us to get from Ramadan. So what is it that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us to get out of Ramadan? And we said that we will understand it from the three la'allakum, or two la'allakum, one la'allahum. Yeah, so three la'alla. And la'alla, as I said, is translated as hope you or perhaps you. So when you say la'allaka bakhair, I hope that you are fine. Yeah, so when you talk to a person. So la'allakum, perhaps you attain taqwa, perhaps you start practicing taqwa and all of that. So then we said that there are two meanings of taqwa, commonly understood as, first of them, commonly understood as self-control. Yeah, and what is self-control? Is that, during the day we fast and we stop ourselves from the halal acts. So we would eat and drink normally halal food, and we are allowed to go to our wives and so on. But in Ramadan, during the daytime, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that control yourself in this so that you prepare yourself to give in to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are preparing ourselves to give in to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is different than anybody who wants to achieve something big in this life, or even small. Even if you want to build house or get a career promotion or something, we know that we need to work hard. Similarly, we need to work hard to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is our opportunity to do that. Now, the difference also, as I said, is that anyone who practices this, and we know people do yoga and other exercises and so on to get self-control so that they can attain whatever they want to attain. But for a Muslim, for a mu'min, the thing is that we want to control ourselves to give in to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah? Now, the second meaning of the taqwa, as we said, is the consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is a state wherein a person is continuously, constantly conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imagine a person who is walking, thinking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything that he is doing, moving his hand, speaking a word, sleeping in night, waking up, dealing with people, going to work, thinking, every single thing that this person does in his life continuously thinks about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's watching over me. That is a state of taqwa. Now we said that how do you achieve that? What is the connection here with Ramadan? The connection here is to understand the connection, understand the tension within. So every human being, we have a tension within. We have our bodily desires, and we have what you call a divine spark in ourselves, which we call the ruh. The ruh, as we know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spirited us from the skies. Yes, so the angel comes in the womb of the mother, and that's when he blows in the spirit. Whereas the body actually grows from whatever the earth is, and we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us from a teen, and so on and so forth. So we have been created as from clay and things like that. So one of our portions, one part of our life, if you like, is this body. Yeah, but the other part of our life is the ruh. And a very good example for this to understand is a horse and a horse rider. Imagine if the horse is weak and horse rider is weak. You can neither run fast, you can't do anything. But think otherwise. The other extreme is that a horse is very strong and the horse rider is weak. What is going to happen? The horse will drive wherever it wants it to drive. Yeah. The other extreme is that the horse rider is very strong, but horse is weak. Yeah. In this case, again, you can't do anything. The ideal situation is where the horse is strong and the horse rider is strong. So why am I saying this, giving this example? Think of this, our body and the ruh has the same connection. So the ruh is like horse rider. Your body is like horse. If you have full control over your body, you will give in to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember the example that we said before? If you don't have control over your own self, I'm not picking up here on anyone here, but imagine a person who is smoking, for example. Yeah. He says that I will quit smoking. But he knows he doesn't have control over himself. He can't do anything here. He's saying that yes, I will give in to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But he has no control over himself. So we need to control ourselves before we can give in to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is what taqwa. Now what does Ramadan, you can do it outside, yeah? During fasting can be done outside Ramadan. What is the additional advantage in Ramadan? Is that the fasting makes your body weak. This is like controlling the horse. And the night time standing up and listening to the Quran and otherwise reading the Quran makes your soul strong. So in other words, you're making the rider strong and making the horse weaker in Ramadan. And that is an exercise that we do for 30 days so that we get control over ourselves. And finally, the last point is that this is an ideal time because you have three enemies. You have shaitan, you have nafs ammara, yeah, and you have the environment. Because even if I am alright, if I am in a very dangerous environment where there is all around haram, I cannot save myself. It is very difficult to protect myself, and we know it from living here. So now, in Ramadan, the good thing is that shaitan is closed, chained up. Environment is good, so you get this environment. You don't get that many people in Isha, outside Ramadan. So you get a very nice environment. So you have the environment, you have the, the shaitans are closed. The only thing that you need to check now is your nafs. So you 30 days, practice yourself, get control over your nafs, and that is really what taqwa is, which is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to attain from this Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst the muttaqeen. Sorry, I went a bit long.